Welcome to this episode of this session. And I have not yet figured out if this is going live in all the areas that I wanted to go to. So, can I tell you what happened? Murphy's Law in show business is, all that can go wrong does go wrong. And guess what? Joke's on me. April Fools. I said I was going to go live at a set time this morning. And guess what happened? It didn't. Did not happen. Why? Because life. Truth is that I had technical difficulties, and I'm trying to figure out, even at this point, if my technical difficulties have been yet resolved. So if you're joining me, let me know that you're hearing me. Let me know where you're joining from. So I'm Carrie Heron, and you are here live with me. I think I'm going out. The signal is going. So why are we here? We are here to talk about camera stuff. What's going on with you and the camera? What's going on with you and the camera? What's going on with you and video? Are you afraid of video? And why are you afraid of video? So this session is going to be a very informative one, perhaps one that will push you in the direction that you need to go. And so let's get right into it. So I'm Carrie Heron. I'm an advisor, journalist, brand architect, visibility strategist, and soft skills expert. And I've been in the business of communication for over too long. Literally, I have been in the business of communication, in media and marketing, integrated marketing communications, combined for a whopping nearly 3 decades. The gray hairs tell the tale. But I started out really very early, and even so, I still have a lot to learn. So let's join us in this mix. We are going to be talking about you being scared about the camera. Are you terrified about the camera? And if so, do you freeze up? Do you overthink? Do you kind of like process every word and cringe even at the sound of your voice? Are you thinking that you're alone in all of this? Well, you're not. And I totally understand. But here's the truth. If you don't get comfortable with video and on video, you're handing money and opportunities to people who simply do. They're actually showing up and getting all the opportunities that you could have participated in, but you bowed out of and opted out, forfeited simply because you didn't. So it's time to switch on the camera, hit that record button. So in 2025, video is not optional. The operative word being not. It is the time to it's the quickest way to shortcut building trust, to give you visibility, and to also build a brand that works continuously for you. All right, so if you're here, let me know where you're joining from. I see that I have some persons on. I know that I have some persons watching. I have no idea who I'm striving. So here's where the problem is. I was doing a multicast at a whole bunch of different places, and I was set up and pre-organized. But as is in the case of everything live, something can go wrong. So I was having serious sound problems, and this is my plan B, which is my cordless mic here that I've had to draw for. So one of the things about live video is that you just have to be prepared for life, because video is live. And so all the things that could go wrong in real life, in real business, can go wrong in video. But if you're able to recover in video, in real life, why do you think you can't recover in video? So I want you to stick with me wherever you're watching from, and by the end of this, you're going to be able to get a foolproof, right? Foolproof, fail-proof formula to crush your camera fear. I'm going to be very interactive. So if you have questions, give me questions. If you have comments, let me know, and I'll try to pull them up while we are in this thing, right? All right. So I'm going to also be sharing you a great opportunity to work with me later on in this session. So why is video non-negotiable in 2025? Good question. Here's the deal. People buy from people they first know, like, and trust. So nothing builds any trust faster than actual video. There's something about it that you can see people, you can see the nuances in terms of, whether or not there's congruence. And you can actually mimic a real conversation by actually being on video, presenting yourself on video in front of even an unknown audience. And so this is why it's important to apply that today, right? In an era where attention is currency, video allows you to cut through the noise. Listen, people are spreading, people are all over the place, but video allows you to stand out and to cut through that noise, because people will see you, they will stop scrolling, and they will listen to what you have to say. So brands that use video, listen to this. Brands that are bold enough to use video, including people brands, executive brands, even professional brands, your brand, what happens with them? They grow 49% faster than those who don't. That's practically 50%, right? And 80% of customers say that they'd rather watch a video rather than read a post. And so for those of you who are just okay with only writing, then that's going to be problematic, because you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage, because you're not going to put yourself in as many ears as the people who you would like. You're not going to get as many leads because people prefer to watch a video to make a decision. And businesses that are leveraging video see higher conversion rates, meaning more sales. Video helps to make your sales effortless, helps you to convert, because people get to know you, they get to like you, and they get to build trust with you. And that is everything in conversion. So, section 2, the 3-step formula to overcome camera fear. What are those? The first one is this: you want to clarify your message. Yes, all of the stuff doesn't really matter. You want to make it clear. So fear comes from overthinking. Like, is it going to be good? Are you hearing me? And a million things going at the same time. And especially if it's something that you have not conquered, it's a skill that you will have to acquire over time. Then the inclination to overthink is just there. But you want to clarify your message, and clarifying your message is going to help you to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid is one of the anchoring messages in broadcasting, right? So you want to have signature hooks, openings. And speaking of which, I want to just mention Ryan, who is in my LinkedIn. We had a chat back and forth. I watched his video, and he's known for podcasting, and we need to actually do some video together live at some point. So shout out to Ryan. So as video has a simple structure, a hook, a story, and a call to action. And the more prepared you are, the less nervous you'll feel. Things can go wrong, as they have. And I showed up here just to prove to you that you can still recover even when things go wrong. And clarifying your message, making it simple, makes a difference. Number 2, condition your mindset. You are not awkward. You're just inexperienced. You just haven't done it enough. You just haven't practiced enough. For me, I'm used to actually doing video professionally with an entire crew. And then to do all of this alone in these production situations, it means that a lot of things can go wrong that I am not necessarily going to be the best person to troubleshoot and to fix very quickly, right? Because I'm used to working in production teams. Does that stop me from showing up? Absolutely not, because whatever happens, boom, we're there. And the more experienced you are, then the more you will be able to just feel more confident in that. Nobody starts perfectly, absolutely no one. And it doesn't matter how experienced you are, how much of an expert you are in your own area of great competence. Video is still a new skill. And so you're going to have to take some time. You're going to have to condition your mindset to be able to give yourselves the space and the grace to grow in this new craft that you're acquiring. And the more often you practice it, the more you will grow. That's why 2 weeks ago I was going live. I went live 4 times in 1 week, back to back, consecutively going live. Now, I have been excessively busy over the last 2 weeks with I had a lot of appointments, lots of bookings, and I also had lots of funding situations that I'm working on season 3 of my Thrive with Carrie podcast. So I had to attend to those. But this week I'm back again pushing this muscle to go live on a whip because I want to practice the whole habit of being comfortable doing all of the things that need to happen in order to do the live casts. Yeah, that's important because this is something that is an area of development for me. So condition your mindset to understand that while you are trying to acquire whatever finesse in whatever area of doing video, you are going to make mistakes. You're gonna look a little bit weird and funky sometimes, but it's all in your head. People are very forgiving, and people actually want people who come across as authentic and that they can actually connect with. So don't be offended by your own brouhaha. Like, listen, just practice, talk to your phone daily, make recordings, and send them from time to time, and then go live. So commit to consistency is the third one. Confidence is not something that you just have. It is something that you build. The greater you create competence in an area is the greater the confidence that you will have in that area. In NLP, we talk about confidence, we talk about congruence. And congruence is competence and confidence together. Confidence without competence is incongruent. So this is somebody who is haughty, like over the top, like cocky, like thinking like, okay, listen, I'm the bee's knees, and does not have the competence to back it up. So it's just really a very shallow self-promoting thing. Now, where there's competence behind all of that, then you have a very, 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 very powerful tool. So commit to consistency. Commit to consistency. Your first videos, again, are not going to be perfect, but you will get better. Set a challenge and stick to it. So the real biggest mistakes that are keeping you stuck, what do you think they are? Leave some in the comments. Share, be open, be vulnerable with others as well so that we can all learn from each other. This is not just a one-way stream. This is us talking to each other. What are some of the areas that you think that you could improve on your own competence, right? Well, how about stop overthinking? Overthinking happens because you're worried about judgment. But whose judgment is it? Who's judging you? Who's criticizing you? Guess what? Truth is that people are too busy. People are too busy in their own heads about their own lives and all the things that are going wrong in their own businesses to be able to judge you. And even if they did, so what? Waiting for the perfect time, waiting for when you look perfect, waiting for the right outfit, waiting for when your hair grows back, waiting for when you lose 5 or 10 pounds, waiting for when the right equipment comes before you can actually go live, waiting for studio lights, waiting for the time to be able to hire the right person, the right coach, and the right person to do the set and everything so that you will look and sound great. Waiting for what? Waiting for perfection is like waiting for Godot. Come on. So don't wait for perfect. Perfection never comes. You don't need a fancy gear. Start now, and you can even start with your phone. And yes, even if you feel as if, okay, well, but my standard, my place in my profession requires me to have video that looks a certain kind of way in a particular kind of standard. It really doesn't matter. All of that will come. And when it comes, it will amplify the message, because in that process, you would have built competence, and you had through consistency, and then by the time all the things come in the way you wanted them to in the first place, it will just be absolutely magnanimous, and the growth will not only be exponential, but it will be fast. So it may take you a while to get to a certain level, but once you get there, once you get to that area of competence, then the progression is rapid, exponential, fast. Listen to this one. The final one is ignoring video altogether. So if you're not on video, you're ignoring video, then you are being ignored and you're giving your competition an easy win because again, you didn't show up to the game, you forfeited the finals. You have exited the chat. You are out of the negotiations. They have won. They get first place on the podium. You don't even get a second conciliatory medal, not even an honorary mention because you just did not show up to the meet. That's what not doing video is doing to the brand you are trying to build in 2025. So if you're serious about changing that story, if you're serious about trying to overcome those things that are stopping you, perceived and otherwise, from actually launching that thing that will take you forward, then why don't you join me? Use video to grow your brand in 2025. At the end of this month, I'm hosting a challenge. What's like a challenge to get you? Because you're absolutely competitive. You're a high achiever and you are willing to do the things. So let's do a challenge at the end of the month. And we're going to do the booked, sold and busy challenge. And we're going to give you a step-by-step blueprint as to how to show up confidently, creating magnetic content to turn your brand into something that allows you to generate multiple six figures and scale. How about that? So if you're serious, check the comments, check the description. You'll get the link to join this session. And you're going to get inside of that session. It's going to be on camera, confidence, content, monetization strategies that have helped not just me, but clients that I have been able to advise and coach in this process to dominate their niche. And so if you're stuck or you're nervous or you don't know where to start, this challenge is for you. So click on the link and let me know. And if you want to get a quick and easy access, it's here at Thrive with Carrie. Okay, I realize that I'm muted. So the beauty of this is that you are going to be able to jump in, join, gather together and get over this together. And this has been me on this session. I am Carrie Heron and I will see you in the next session. Live with Carrie, hanging with me as we go through different topics that build you competence in the areas that you need to in order to maximize your income and increase your opportunities globally by positioning you as an industry leader and a thought leader in your area of not just competence, but supreme excellence. See you next time. Bye-bye.